Now make white noise into a snare. Impossible. Well, I'm always up for a good challenge. Let's see what we can do.
Alright y'all, it's SJ, welcome back to another video, and yes, my audio quality does sound a lot different. Rocking a new setup, just got a new laptop, decided to plug one of my studio mics as opposed to just my gaming headset that you usually hear my voice in, and today we're going back to an older style of videos just because I got challenged to make a drum kit using white noise. Well, the comment specifically said a snare, but the comment specifically said a snare, but we're going to use it all just because I wouldn't really just want to hear I wouldn't really want to hear just a snare personally. Let's crop this just so it's just one tone for a bit. Really loud, first of all. But I'm good with that. I'm alright with it being a little bit louder. Let's just now see what we can do to it to make it better. Going to stretch this just so we have this clip. Going to fade in and fade out as well. And then we're going to cut this to where it's a very small portion of the sound. Now it sounds like this. Now that sounds more percussive, but it's not sounding great yet. Here's what we can do to make this sound better. Just gonna do a test run on the screen recorder. I'll be back in a second. Alright, I'm back. Everything's running smoothly, which is what I want. Let's run the studio compressor instead. Might make this a tad bit smaller actually. Let's turn input gain. I don't think I need to do all the way up here. Threshold, ratio, all that. So the hi-hat is done. Here's what I'm struggling with, and this is probably why this guy presented this challenge. How am I going to make that a more percussive sound? Let's turn the release down. Again, that's the hi-hat, and that's a good hi-hat, so I actually want to I'm actually going to keep this. Let's go in and keep the hi-hat. Again, new laptop, so I'm having to figure everything out kind of on the fly here. A little bit. Let's go to YouTube. Wave file. Hi-hat. Alright, so the hi-hat has been done. Now I'm going to have this go back out here for the rest of the kit. That's more of what I want. Let's turn the release. Now this sound right here, this sounds way more like a percussive kick and snare. So I'm going to save this now as the kick and the snare. I'll be doing some pitch shifting things with it in just a minute. Alright, so now the kick is done as well. I just had a realization. Watch my audio be absolute trash. That would be disappointing. Also, thank you guys for 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, by the way. I definitely did not expect that at all. Where is the instruments? Here we go. All right. Let's go and edit this sample. See, that's the percussive waveform I'm wanting. All right, so now let's see. I don't think I saved it actually, so I'm gonna have to go back and do that again. Oh no, I did save it. Interesting. Right here, play. There's something going on with this here. Let's see. I'm gonna turn the click track back on. I don't think everything can sync here. Okay, it is. Just making sure. Again, new computer, new software. The videos will get better, I promise. This one's a bit of a lull, but just bear with me. I like that. One, 5, 9, 13. Let's actually make it 8s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. So here's the hi-hat groove. Let's turn the volume. I like that. So now, let's go back. Do this one more time for the snare. Now looking back, I feel like this is going to end up being more of a ride than a snare per se, because that kick kind of lended itself to be a snare. Let's put this in here, and now let's go and edit it like we did with everything else. Speaking of editing, I'm going to have to edit this video a lot because this has not been my best work. Do this for every beat here. All 16. Turn the link so we get that. It's kind of like a drumstick sound in a way. Let's go back into this. Interesting. This is not the beat I thought. That syncopation right there is awesome. Let's keep that, and then let's do this as well. Go here. So now we got that, and this is what the beat sounds like thus far. Now let's add a compressor and some reverb here. Compressor, and let's go ahead and get us a reverb plugin. Let's use this plugin here. Size, decay, less decay here, dry, wet, down. And now here's our drum kit. Challenge accepted.